But again, I learned, I've grown, and I'll never make that mistake again.
What is like the biggest thing you learned, not from business, but from that, like from this divorce and just the fallout? Like, is there one thing
That,
you've learned?
yeah, that I still feel inferior to men when it comes to relationships. That in business, I'm fearless. In my personal life, I was too much of a wuss. I let him walk all over me. I didn't question him. I didn't double check him. I acted like I did for my community. The man knows best. You be subservient. You please him. You make him happy. I'm not going to make that mistake again. And the other thing I learned is that I'm stronger than I thought I was because I didn't think I would be able to survive this, to be honest. And look, here I am, standing tall, um, started another brand, have a lot of things going forward, and I'm alive and I'm smiling and I like my life. And that means a lot to me because it means that I can handle things that I didn't think I could.
Right. Like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, which is such a cliche, but it is true. I mean,
But
you
I mean, I
get
hate
through
that
it,
saying.
right?
I hate that saying because it doesn't really help because I still would not have wanted to go through what I've gone through. But here I am, and I'm a glass half full person. And so I'm going to find the positive in everything.
Well, you have started another brand because I mean, you have this great background in fashion. Do you like how would you describe your own personal style?
I'm what you would call a feminine feminist. I like my curves. I like dressing very revealing clothing. I'm always low cut, mini skirt, shorty shorts, because to me, my entire life until I was 42 years old, I was covered head to toe and told that my body was shameful. And so every time I put on a low cut top or a pair of shorts, it is a to anyone who says that my body is not mine to make choices on.
I never thought about it like that, but yes, you are always
It's my
in
freedom
like
flag.
short and
I
revealing, and I
am.
never really made that connection.
I'm always going to be like that. I don't care how good it looks or how many people like it or don't like it. To me, this is my freedom flag. That's it. And if I gave up everything and everyone I knew and left people I loved with all my heart and soul to live an authentic life, you think someone telling me at this age you shouldn't dress like that is going to stop me? No. I've given up everything to be authentically myself, to not hide my body. So you don't like it? I'm very sorry. Actually, I'm not really sorry.
Yeah. I think everyone could take a lesson from that because I think that's a lot, listen, I'm not for someone living for someone else either, right? Like you have to authentically be yourself and to leave everything behind. I mean, you look at people that are people pleasers and you're like, oh God, that's so not like I say that all the time. Like at the end of the life, like you have to look up and say, I've lived my authentic life and who cares
That's it.
about all the
And I've given
noise?
up so much to live an authentic life. A few people or thousands of you, I don't care, whatever it is, saying you shouldn't dress this way is literally makes zero difference to me. And a lot of people say, "Oh, but it's disrespectful." Da da da. I don't respect any religion that doesn't respect my right to decide what I do with my body. You want respect from me, you have to respect me back.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite brand?
Mine, obviously.
I mean, besides yours, of course.
Not really. It just depends on every season. I don't really have favorites.
You're gonna have to just start wearing plus body everywhere, the way that Kim Kardashian wears Skims everywhere that she goes these
I love
days.
Plus Body. And wait, we're just getting started. It's Shaper season one. You'll see what happens for season two. For our next collection, we're going to be launching another product through Plus Body that is really the first of its kind. It's super exciting.
I love it. I saw some, I forgot the article, but I saw like the blues and the reds, and it was great.
Thank you.
What do you think, being a, docu-series, but reality TV star, like what do you think of everything going on now, like with Bethany Frankel, like in the reality TV reckoning? And I mean, this seems to be getting more serious by the week.
You know, I think another really important strength is to know what you don't know. I don't think I know enough, and I haven't been in the industry enough to opine on it. And I think that, there are incredible people who are fighting for rights. And, I'm slowly educating myself and understanding like what the issues are and what, that entire entertainment industry the turmoil is going through. So I'm really gaining knowledge. That's honestly, I don't know enough to be able to, you know, help. Not yet. I'm working on it.
That makes a lot of sense. Speaking of reality TV, what is going? I mean, I've heard you hear so many mixed things, but here you are. I mean, you may not know yourself, but like season 3, is this ever going to happen? Is it officially not
I
happening?
am legally not allowed to say. That's all I can say.
I've heard just so many things, and I'm just going to put it out there to the world that I will, for one, would like to cover season 3, and
Oh, thank
it's such
you.
a good show.
Thank you.
Do your children, like, where are they, and did they like the experience of
They
being on the
loved it.
show? They
They
did.
loved it. They really did. Because, again, and again, not that I'm complaining because this is the way it should be. The hate mostly came to me. They got the love, which is great. And so to them, they utilize, everyone utilizes their platform differently. Miriam has used it to help women in science and STEM and to speak about women in technology. Batsheva has used it to build a career as an influencer. Shlomo is my COO in my plus body shapewear, and he's learned to be more confident and more open with women. So I think it's helped every one of them in a different way based on who they are as people.
And like, if you think about it, regardless of the future, like what percentage of the people, just what a cool experience just to say, like, we have these 2 seasons, years documented of our lives, some good and some bad, right? But it's there. And that's just, I mean, what percentage of people could say that?
Yeah, it's been a journey. It's been an unorthodox life so far.
It has
And
been.
I'm just getting started.
Anything else you want to share with us, like, that I haven't covered? Feel free to plug anything else that I
Well,
haven't.
if you haven't read my book, I really strongly suggest that you do. It's Brazen by Julia Hart. And in a few weeks or a month or so, I will be introducing a new invention of mine. I have invented a new kind of vibrator. So, yeah. So I'm really excited about that. And I think it's going to make a lot of people, a lot of women very, 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 very happy.
How
Yeah.
did you invent this? What was the inspiration?
The inspiration was personal use, basically things that I couldn't find in my vibrator, things that bothered me about. I'm an aficionado. I think that every woman should know her body. How can you ask someone to please yourself, to please you, if you don't know how to please yourself? So I've tried basically every vibrator that there is known to mankind. And there's certain things that I found that were missing in all of them. And so just like I did with shapewear, I saw a hole. Oh gosh, that sounds really dirty, but I saw a hole and I stuck something in it. I created a new product to fix the hole, to fill the hole.
Wow.
Yeah.
I knew you were working on this. I just didn't know it was so soon to
It's
be
about, yeah,
ready
it's
for
coming. I
market.
mean,
Wow.
assuming that, production is on time and you never know. But it won't be up for sale. The first samples will come out like in a few weeks or a month or so, hopefully.
Wow. So you could start sending those to all your friends, get
I will
feedback.
definitely be sending things for feedback. So basically, if people disappear, oops,
I can still hear you.
if people disappear for a week and you wonder where they are, it's because they're using my vibrator and they're just not leaving their
Seriously.
bedroom.
They have the shapewear to go with it. It's the lifestyle brand is alive and well,
There
right?
you go. Heart Dynasty. Here we go.
Well, listen, you could come back anytime you want. I do think
Thank you,
everyone should
darling.
read your book. I think
Thank you.
you need to write a business book too when you're done with all of this, just about, because, you have
Oh,
been
I
so
will.
successful in business, and,
Thank you.
anytime. And like, I hope to run into you in the hood. Like I said, I live very close
Yeah.
to Jill, so I'm always kind of around. And
Yontif. I mean, yeah, we gotta hang out. Let's do drinks or lunch or anything. I know. I'm game. You're amazing.
we could even do Le Biblique, I'm
Oh
right
yeah.
here.
Just don't kiss me because then 5 seconds later it'll be Julia Hart. Kiss a stranger.
I think there's going to be a lot more headlines if someone thinks I'm kissing you.
I
Then we're going to cause a whole
know.
different scandal at a whole different level. So I don't know how that's going to all work
Goodness.
out, but I love how something
Oh,
happens all the way out here and yet it gets right back to page 6. It's always from Le Biblique too.
it was
Always.
just so funny. Like